Kingdom Business Season Episode 3. The episode opens when Zion comes home to a ruined house. The house was ransacked. He picked a stick, hoping that probably someone is still inside, only for him to find Rebel laying in a pool of blood in a bathtub. He got so scared he thought Rebel is dead. He called her, shook her. She was not dead. She was still alive, but she was soaking up her wounds. Zion asked what happened. Rebel told him someone wanted to steal and beat her on his way out. Zion told her this is not a coincidence. Zion still believes this is all because of the flash that Rebel is having. Rebel ran to see if the flash is still there, and luckily the intruders didn't find it. Zion told her the bullets didn't magically miss her. They were warnings, and if they find out she still has what they are looking for, they will come for her. Zion encouraged her to turn this over to the police. Danita hosted on different TV shows. She's going on any TV shows that could have her promoting the re-release of her famous album One Moment from Glory and her new song, which she'll be doing with her son Taj. Remember, this is the same song which she took from Malcolm without Malcolm's permission. Her daughter's husband. On top of promoting her music on the talk shows, she's low-key trash-talking about Rebel and Caesar to every host who asks her about Rebel. She paints a picture of Rebel needing redemption instead of a record label. She condemns Caesar for using the poor girl with a lost soul to milk money out of her instead of praying for her redemption. She encourages all people to go out in the strip club this Saturday to pray and intercede for the lost souls of women and those who make the cash rain down on these women in the clubs so that they can turn to the Lord and receive redemption. Caesar is listening to all the interviews that Danita is having. He is getting worked up. He works out the anger that he's getting from hearing Danita. Rebel couldn't believe this was happening on the best day of her life. Zion told her to stop dreaming and get real. How could that be the best day of her life? Rebel told him, you would have seen how good it was, how good I was, if only you were there. Zion told Rebel, I don't have a Kirk Franklin raining money in my pocket for singing some gospel songs. I have to work, and in case all this does not work out, we will still need to eat. Rebel told him, why do you say that? Why do you say it won't work out? Zion told Rebel, you're no gospel singer. He tells her that she's cut out for just the club. Maybe she can sing some love songs in the club, but not gospel music. Rebel told him this is like a trampoline. It's her way to being who she really wants to be. She can use this as a stepping stone into singing the kind of music she wants and tour the world. But for now, she has to do this, and she has to do it right. If she plays her cards right, she may eventually travel the world singing about what she really wants. At First Kingdom Records, the recording label is going bankrupt, and they have 5 months to turn things around or cut half of their employees to stay afloat. Taj mentions to his mom, they have this great opportunity to make some good money if they accept the offer that Redemption Records has made to license One Moment from Glory. Danita says he cannot let any stripper sing or get licensed to One Moment from Glory. But if Caesar wants to get permission, he has to bring himself here and ask Danita. While they were discussing how to turn things around at the Redeeming Label record, Danita says she will go on tour, and she asks if that will help. They tell her, well, that will soften things up a bit. It can be a starting place. Danita asks Taj to call her booking agent and ask him to book that she will go to any church that are open to have her and are willing to pay. CJ and Malcolm are having trouble in their marriage. CJ is battling depression after the recent miscarriage. This last miscarriage happened about 6 months ago, but she has had 7 miscarriages in a row. She wonders when God will finally forgive her and stop this from happening. Malcolm, her husband, tried to let her know that this is not God, and she insisted it is him. Rebel finally calls the police. She asks if they promise to do right by Danny and give her justice. They assured her that they would. Rebel told them to do what they can to arrest Danny's killers, and she also promised that she will do whatever it takes to make sure the world knows Danny's name. Then she handed the flash over to the police. Danita requested Caesar to come over at her office. When Caesar came, he told her, "Don't expect me to beg you." Danita told him, "No, you don't have to beg. You just have to ask." Caesar asked, "Can we license?" One moment from glory, Danita looked at him and said, "No. Now, if you don't have anything else to say, you could leave." Caesar told her, "You cannot stop me from releasing a song I wrote and produced." Danita told him, "Do you have any evidence that you had anything to do with that song?" "Just what I thought. Now get out." Danita tells him since he has nothing sensible to say, she has to get ready for her tour for One Moment from Glory, and he has 5 seconds to get his "I wish I could" ass out of here. As she did the counting, Caesar kept assuring her that he has been silent for 30 years, but now he's going to destroy her. Caesar shows up at Rebel's house with a Christian group of women. They have come to change her look and wardrobe from a trashy strip club to a Christian producing artist. They took all the strip club clothes that she used to work in at the club. Most of her wardrobe literally was taken. Caesar told Rebel she needs some new friends too, and introduced her to Jules. Jules is one of the new recording artists at Redeemed Records. Caesar says that it's time for her to have some friends who don't lay back and spread it wide. Rebel tried to resist, assuring Caesar that he doesn't know her friends. Caesar told Rebel, "I know you, and that's all I need to know." Jules lets her know that if she needs to talk out anything, she's her girl, and she commends her for her bravery from changing from living this kind of lifestyle to living a different lifestyle. And Jules told Rebel it's okay to be different, while handing her back one of her boots that had been taken too. They replaced her wardrobe fully. CJ is in charge, playing a song and trying to express what she feels inside through a song. As she was lost in the song, her father, Bishop Calvin, walks in and stands right behind and keeps listening to her sing. When she was done, her father came over and asked what is going on. She told her father she can't go on anymore. She feels her emotions are dark and she fights to just face each day. Her father told her she's more than what she thinks, and that's the devil lying to her. She told her father that she is battling with darkness, and her father could see it if only he paid attention. But Bishop Calvin told her that she's not the only one who is battling with darkness. CJ told her father that she needs help, and that her father is so lost in the church business that he can't see her. Bishop Calvin told her that he is going to help her. He laid his hands on her and started praying for her. After they were done praying, he assured her that it's going to be okay, that she's free. Then he left. CJ kept crying. She was still feeling sad. At Redeeming Records, Rebel tells Caesar if she can't look like herself, at least let her sound like herself, and then showed Caesar some of the lyrics that she wrote for a song, "God, You Get on My Nerves." Caesar told her he has something different that he wants her to do. He plays it. When Rebel listened, she stopped and told Caesar, "You lied to me. You told me you're just smoothing off the edges, but you really want to change me completely. Well, you have to remember, I cannot be like Jules. You got me from the strip club. If you want someone like Jules, you better be looking from the church pews. But you cannot change me." Caesar asked her if she's done. Rebel said, "I'm not done. You knew who I was. You cannot change me completely. You cannot turn me into someone completely different." And then after she was done, she sat down and told Caesar to play that song again so she can make some changes on it. Caesar told her that no, this song is for someone who knows who they are, who is not defined by the things they wear. They got into an argument. Rebel walked out saying this must have been a mistake, that she can go to any other record label. She went to meet Taj. She was mad. Taj wowed at her looks. She told Taj her frustrations and why she's dropping redeeming records. Taj explained to her that there is no record label in the world that will not want to change her to fit the image they want to portray as a label. She didn't want to give up who she is. Taj asked her what she thinks she's giving up. He asked her what her dreams are. They talked some more and she cooled down. Taj goes back home to his girlfriend, who is ready to eat him alive. Taj was not falling for it, and his girlfriend asked if his D is broken, cause no one would meet a beautiful lady like her and not throw her on the bed. Taj told her that he is working through some stuff with God, that he used to live that kind of life where he would smash any woman who was willing. But now he wants to wait until he meets the one, until the right time. Then she comes to him and asks, what is God telling you about me? Taj tells her that right now God has not said anything, but I'm praying that he says something real soon. Then she told him, so what are we supposed to do? Taj told her, we can do some other things. So they kept making out without having sex. At the police station, after seeing what's on the flash, the officers handling Danny's case took it to their supervisor to check it out fast before they make the information public. Caesar has planned something different for Rebel. He wants her to record a song from the strip club showing the story of her moving from the strip club dancer to a person who is now all about the gospel. Caesar says people love a redeeming story. On the same day, Danita also is running a protest right outside the same club, speaking against customers of the club plus the women who dance in this club. The club manager comes to stop Danita as Danita was talking to a news reporter. The manager tells her, you got to see it, to see this. Danita saw on the phone of the manager a video of Taj when he came to pick Rebel and Rebel was dancing on him. He told her to leave his property before he gives the reporter a different story. Danita called off the protest and asked the other ladies with her that they should go. In the club, the recording is ongoing and Rebel is giving it her best. Her boyfriend Zion walks in and looked so displeased. When she was done singing, she was so happy to see Zion. She asked him what he thinks. Zion told Rebel, the song is fine. Then Rebel asked him, how about me? Zion told her, I cannot recognize you. I don't know who this is. I don't know who that girl was. Rebel told him, what do you mean? I'm the same girl. Zion told her, no, you're not. I don't know who you are. And then walked away. Later that day, Rebel was at the club drinking and getting wasted to prove to her boyfriend that she hasn't changed a bit. Taj was getting lost in the moment as they made out. Someone knocked on the door outside. The two ignored until Danita called and they jumped off each other. She came to confront her son for picking Rebel out of the club and giving her to Caesar. Taj told his mom that he brought Rebel to her first and she refused her, and he had to obey God and took him to another record label. He also told the mom that Rebel can reach people that his mom would never reach. But before he could finish that sentence, Danita slapped him and told him she will burn this whole city down before she allows him to sell his soul to Satan. And she also told him he is fired from record label. That night, as Calvin was watching the news, the reporter says the police has found new evidence that brings them much closer to the killer of Danny. At the club, Danita is seated in her car far off as she watches the club on fire. She looks like she has just set the club on fire. After making sure it burned down, she rode off. See you in episode 4.